Hello everybody, this is All House Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Shadows over Loathing. In the previous episode, we began our exploration of Ocean City itself and have met up with each of the gangs of Ocean City. Mainly the Tin Lizzies, the Doughboys, and the Glockenlins. We've already taken out the Doughboys, so they're not a problem. Anyways, came out here to get some snackle cakes for Marvin, and I say we return them now. A well-dressed man flags you down. Excuse me there, my good lass. Might you have a match on your person? I'm afraid not. Well, that just won't do. What if you should have cause to set something alight in the future? Here, take one of mine. Man tips his hat to you and scurries off before you can thank him. What a strange exchange. Hey Marvin, got your stuff. Any luck getting those snackle cakes? I'm really jonesing for whatever it is they used for frosting. Yeah, I finally found some. Here you go. Hey, thanks a million. Here, take some meat for the cakes, and also I'll give you some sitting tips. Expert sitter. You're so good at sitting down that you make it look even easier than it normally does. +1 moxie. Sweet. Free perks always nice. That reminds me, how much XP I got? Nothing I can really purchase. What? No, nothing I can purchase. The cheapest stuff is good eyesight. Well, let's hit up the Hobo camp. You hear the ringing of cathedral bells and turn to see their source. Unsurprisingly, it is a cathedral. Unless you're just naturally surprised by naturally surprised by cathedrals. They're so big and pointy, and could be hiding around any corner. Let's continue on to the Hobo camp. We'll take care of that later. Hey, here's a familiar face. It's Howie. Hey there, Howie. How's it going? Well, hey, if it isn't Talia. Nice to see you again. Looks like that rumor you heard about the Hobo camp turned out to be on the level. Oh, sure, the old Hobo code is pretty trustworthy as a general rule. You're pretty good on that harmonica, Howie. Thanks. You want to know my secret? Sure. I've only one hobby, and all the time in the world to practice it. Ha! This guy is in a state of washboard-induced ecstasy. Alright, well, before we start talking to all the other hobos, let's head over to the cryptography. Bewildering array of partially redacted nonsense. A hobo is flipping through a worn book, occasionally stopping to check the strange machine next to him and pencil some notes in the margins. Hi there. Oh, hello. You must be new here. I don't think I've seen you around before. Yeah, my name's Talia. Pleased to meet you. I'm Letters McCabe. Is there anything I can assist you with? Why do they call you Letters? I'm an expert in Migro cryptography, aka Hobo code. Are you familiar with it? Nope. What's that? It's a system of pictographic elements that can be written unobtrusively on walls or carved into fence posts, etc. They're traditionally used by hobos to leave messages for other hobos, to mark a house where occupants are charitable, for instance, or to warn of a vicious guard dog, that sort of thing. I'm working on expanding the system for more general communication purposes. That's pretty interesting. Is there anything I can assist you with? What's the book you're reading? That's a Hobo code manual. I can teach you the basics if you'd like. Sure, sounds useful. And it is. You spend 10 minutes or so going over the basics of Hobo code with Letters. He teaches you some of the most common glyphs. If you'd like to know more, just ask any hobos you meet. They're on or bound to assist new learners. That's the Hobo code code. Or Hobo code. Hobo literacy. You are a level 1 student of the Hobo alphabet. Neat. Thanks. What's all the stuff in the room? Stuff is a little overbroad for a topic of conversation. Feel free to point out any particular objects you want to ask me about, though. I'm always happy to be informative. Okay. What's this machine you're working on? It's an old naval radio encryptionograph from the Cold Wars. I'm trying to modify it to work with Hobo code. Sounds hard. Yes, it wasn't designed to handle pictographic writing system, that's for certain. But if I can get it to work, it should be very secure. Huh. Hey, Letters, what's this contraption? That's just a radio. What are all these books? Manuals for various types of codes and ciphers. Vigenere Beaufort. Treatises on several variations of columnar transposition. Classic Mormon jigsaw, German mix-up code, and so on. Interesting. There's a few books on old pictographic languages in there, too. Fascinating stuff. Well, it's all Greek to me. See, those are some general-purpose Hobo code glyphs I'm working on. There's a bunch of them that are blacked out, though. Yes, well, they're still experimental, so I decided it would be wisest to take some precautions. Huh. Notebooks have in common is that you don't understand any of them. Yes, all my notes on the Hobo code, and more notes on codes and languages in general, as well as my studies on radio telemetry, telegraphy, and telephony. I think my aunt's recipe book is in there somewhere, too. Did you write all of these in code? I can't make out a single word. No, that's just my handwriting. Ah. Hellers, what's this thing? It's a teletype machine that we salvaged when they shut down one of the local post office branches for cutbacks. We patched into the local telegraph network so we can communicate with some of the other Hobo communities. This is some heavy-duty equipment. Between this and the naval cipher thing, this is some heavy-duty equipment you got here. Yes, well, I'm not at liberty to discuss in detail, you understand, but secure lines of communication are going to be quite important if Johnny's plans are going to come to fruition. Well, now I'm intrigued. Sorry, you'll have to talk to him about it yourself. Okay, then. Hey, Letters, what's the deal with this? It's a ham radio. What's it for? Listening to stuff about ham. Ratty old shoebox, slouching in the corner. Hey, Letters, what's in this old shoebox? Old shoes. You're welcome to them. We try to pick up the box, but can barely lift it. Jeez, what kind of shoes are these? Hand-me-down boots. They've been passed from hobo to hobo for generations. Probably about 50 pounds of metal reinforcements on them by now. Huh. Wow. Alright, now to talk to the other hobos. Hey there, Howie. Speaking of a hobo code, can you teach me any? Old Letters is teaching you the lingo, eh? Well, sure. I still owe you one for dealing with that railroad bull now that I think of it. Hunker down and I'll show you what I know. Pulls out a battered notepad and a pencil stub and explains some hobo glyphs to you. Thanks. This guy's really jazzing up the place. Hi there. Howdy. They call me 52 Teeth Thompson, or just 52 for short. Huh. Is it because of the 52 white keys on a piano? Nope. Oh, it's lucky that they happen to find a piano for the camp. Oh, I brought this baby with me. On foot? How? Well, it took a few trips. Do you know any hobo code you could teach me? Sure thing. This one here means arpeggio, and these two pointy ones are crescendo and decrescendo, and this one here is a treble clef. Thanks. Due to supply chain difficulties, the grub car is currently BYOG. Condiments are still available to camp residents. There are ample condiments, but you don't feel right taking any. True, I am not a resident. Wow, you're really going to town on that washboard. Yep, I love the fast staccato rhythm it makes. It is pretty good. But someday there'll be a fancy electrical machines that do it. Really good. Till then, though, folks call me Washi, by the way. Hi, Washi. I'm Talia. Ask about the hobo code. Sure, I know about the word washboard and some words that kind of describe the sounds a washboard makes, but they aren't real useful as actual words. It teaches them to you anyways. Thanks. Probably shouldn't mess around in here. You'll wake people up. Yep. We just gotta get some hobo code going, because you can find some useful stuff. The hobo you met at the abandoned grocery store is slouching around and generally staring off into space. Hey there, Samuel. How's it going? Doing fine, thanks. Were you able to find any work? That's a shame. Right, yeah, don't let it get you down. How's the camp treating you? Yeah, it seems real nice. Yeah, it seems nice. Everyone's real friendly. That's great. Community's real important. Oh, yeah. Definitely better than staying on an abandoned street corner. For months at a stretch. Thanks for don't suppose there's any chance of a punchline where you suddenly say something really elaborate and completely understandable, is there? Yeah, just checking. Do you have any hobo code to share? He fishes an old store receipt out of his pocket and draws some very small symbols for you to squint at. Thanks. This is the hobo lady you met at the boardwalk earlier. She gives you a smile and a thumbs up. Hi there, Dusty, right? That's me, and your name was Talia. Got in one. Great, how you keeping, friend? Oh, no complaints that would make any sense to describe. How you liking the camp? It's real nice. Everyone's real personable, even if most of them are a bit quirky. I'm thinking getting a poker game together, if I can find anyone with a full deck. Ha! Got any hobo code tips to share? Oh, letters give you the lowdown on the code, eh? Sure, I can teach you a character or two. She pulls an old copy of the racing form out of her pocket and scribbles some glyphs on the margin with a pencil. Thanks. It's Gus, the guy you met in the rain when you arrived at Plunkett Street. Hello, Gus. Why, hello there. Talia, I believe it was. That's right. Always a pleasure to have another run-in with a friendly acquaintance. It's nice that the rain cleared up. It is nice. I do enjoy the rain, but I also enjoy dry clothing. So, you're the kind of guy that's comfortable in any sort of weather, huh? Yes, I do my best. Can't stop a rain cloud by crying, after all. And in fact, when you get right down to it, pretty much anything that happens to a person can be considered weather of a sort. Huh. That's real philosophical. Old Gus says if you can find the pleasure in any circumstance, then you'll never be a sufferer of misfortune. Alright. Gosh, can you teach me some hobo code? Ah, you're a student of the letters and of the letters. I'll be glad to help. He searches his pocket for a dry piece of paper, but can't find any, so he scratches some glyphs into the dirt with a stick. Thanks. This is a hobo lady you haven't met yet. Hello there. Well, hello there, dearie. I don't believe we've been introduced. I'm Veronica. Hi, I'm Talia. Can I offer you a cup of tea? It's homegrown, so to speak. You found tea leaves around here? Oh, just about any leaves can be tea leaves with the right attitude. I'm fine, thank you. Like your hat. Why, thank you. I grew it myself. The flowers? The whole thing. I'm trying to grow some socks as well, but they're much trickier. I can imagine. Can you teach me any hobo code? Certainly, dear. In fact, I think I still have my notes from when I was learning it myself. She rifles through her handbag for a moment and hands you an old sheet of notebook paper with some squiggly glyphs written on it. Thanks. And then we got King himself. This hobo is wearing a handmade tinfoil crown. Hello there, you must be the Hobo King. Crown gave it away, I presume? Yep. Well, you are absolutely correct. I am the Hobo King, though to foster a more familial air, I permit my subjects to call me Johnny. Nice to meet you, Johnny. I'm Talia. What can I do for you? Got some questions. Where are you from? Hoboken. Of course you are. Letters said you're working on some kind of secret plan? Oh, did he? Wouldn't say what it was, though. Certainly not. The information is mine alone to divulge. So, will you divulge? You are practically a stranger here. I apologize, but I cannot jeopardize operational security. Shucks. Can you teach me some hobo code? Ah, yes. According to the Hobo Code, I am, of course, obliged to assist. But first, let me test you. Convince me of your worthiness, and I will grant you a boon. Brag. See my tongue? I can lift a 10-pound barbell with this tongue. No language can possibly stop me. Hobo code is an entirely written language. It isn't spoken. Did I say tongue? I meant fingers. Pens fold like paper straws in my grip. That doesn't sound optimal for writing, but I'll take it. You have earned a boon. Great. King Johnny takes out a small notebook, writes a glyph on it, and hands you the page. What's this? That is the hobo code symbol for boon. One of my favorite jokes. I wish I got to use it more often. Thanks. Well, with that, our hobo code knowledge has gone to level 9, so anything that requires level 9 or lower, we can easily translate. Hey, don't touch that telephone. Royal use only. Phone isn't actually connected to anything. Don't let it hear you say that. Okay. This is as cozy and inviting as it's possible for a barrel of burning garbage to be. Let's warm our hands. Now, warm hands. There is now zero risk of your knuckles seizing up due to cold. Nice. Alright, we're pretty much done at the hobo camp for now. Do we hit up St. Polycarp's or the Chop Shop? Let's go for St. Polycarp's. You're on a street corner and encounter a woman in a welding mask using a tightly focused magical fire to cut the fenders off a parked car. Hey, that isn't... I'm pretty sure that isn't your car. There's a polite cough behind you, and you turn around to see a muscular woman in an oil-stained coveralls casually flipping a large wrench in one hand. Is this your car? Yes? No, it ain't. And it ain't your business neither, so maybe we should teach you a little lesson about minding your business. You just said it isn't mine. Roast your way out. Listen, you gals are going about this all wrong. You'll get much more usable parts off this jalopy if you take it back to your garage first instead of trying to strip it quick and dirty on the street before a cop shows up. Huh? Well, yeah, we usually do, but, Highway and Nancy's visiting her ma today. Good thing you met me then. You two go on ahead and get your tools ready and I'll get the car there for you. You, what are you gonna do about it? Gonna push it there. You roll up your sleeves and slap your guns. Gonna push it there. This little machine ain't nothing for a 3-time state varsity wrestling champ. Huh, well, lend me a wrench. Just in case the axles lock up on me. Tin Lizzies blink at you and start limbering up with some shoulder stretches, then shrug at each other. Alright, we'll go and lock the garage door. Don't take all day. She tosses you the wrench and the two of them head off down the street. Except we got a grease gun instead. Suckers. Gabby grins and gives you a thumbs up. Hey, this looks like Hobo code. Translate it. Code says, meat stash, 4th tree to left of church, back row. Interesting. 4th tree, 1, 2, 3, 4. See what's inside. It's a wallet. Thanks kindly, Hobo. Of course, we gotta open it. We'll get 88 meat. Neat. Hobo code's good for something. What's this? There's a hymnal in the back of this pew. Grab it. Yikes. So there's something unsettling about this book of hymns. Maybe it's the fact that every instance of the word God has been replaced with some kind of weird shifting inkblot thing. Crack it open to do your mysticality and spooky damage once per fight. Maybe this is something I should try uncursing. Not sure. It's a vicar who seems agitated about something. Hello there. Oh no, what am I going to do? I was going to ask if everything's okay, but plainly not. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Services are canceled for the moment. What's the matter? One of the urns has been stolen from our catacombs. Stolen! This tiny cathedral has a catacombs? Well, it sounds nicer than basement. Are they particularly important ashes? Oh my goodness, we wouldn't keep the relics of a saint in a little cathedral like this. Our urns are just the ashes of former vicars and community leaders and so on. But they're all important in their own way. And the bishop is due to arrive for an inspection soon. Funny how bishops always seem to be just about to arrive for an inspection somewhere. What? I'll look into it for you. Kind of a reference to West of Loathing. There was a quest where you had to retrieve, I believe, some skulls? Oh, thank you so much. Here, I'll unlock the door so you can have a look. Mind your step on the way down, please. Those stairs are old and steep. This is the cathedral's font, or more properly, typeface. Really? Bishop something. Probably shouldn't tempt fate anymore today. Handful of holy water. If only you had also been blessed with something to carry it in. Deal a lot of damage to especially evil enemies. Here's the thing about this. There aren't really any enemies that are considered evil enough. Please don't disturb the altar. Head on down. There's a patch of tomb moss growing on the wall here. And if we were the plant-based one, we could take it. But we're not. It's the guest book. Read it. Last 3 visitors were Donk Hufferby, visiting from Saskatoon. Well, that seems like a dead end. They sure have some weird names up in Canada. Charles Wallace, 111 Plunkett Street. Huh, that's the address of the antique store. We'll have to ask Charles about it the next time you see him. Captain Augustus Dirch, 23 Kerwin Avenue. This one might be worth following up on. Sign the book. You sign your name and address after all the others. Nice. Fancy pestle, nothing on it. Old urn, fancy pestle, spare urns. It's a big crate full of identical burial urns. Must be spares. Alright, well, may as well ask up Charles about it. Plunkett Street's right next door. You find your path unexpectedly blocked by a huge pile of junk. A broken down car, a busted lamppost, a couch with the springs poking out of it, and a wide variety of other assorted trash. Geez, what happened here? Oh, Gabby has a memory of it. There was an accident a coupling of weeks ago. That car had a tire break and smashed on the lamppost. That explains the car and the lamppost, but why are they still here? And what's with all the other junk? City trash takeawayers are all contractors now. And who wanted to pay for it? Nobody. So the car waits there, and people put junk there because that's a place where junk is. Well, I guess we'll go around it. No, not in the street. That's dangerous. Look at that lamppost for what a car can do. Well, sure, but the traffic isn't bad right now, and here, not any problem. Gabby starts picking up junk and stacking it out of the way, clearing a path through the middle of the pile. Well, thanks, Gabby, but that's not really... Heave. Ha! With a mighty shove, Gabby knocks the wrecked car over on its side and wrestles it into a parking spot. Wow. Haha, Gabby sure showed that car where a car goes. Phew. Gabby's muscle increased by 1. Yeah, if this antiques thing doesn't work out, you could get a job threatening to park people's cars for them. Alright, let's go talk to Charles. Anything I can help you with? Charles seems preoccupied and keeps checking his pockets. Lose something? Yeah, I seem to have misplaced the chuck key to my drill. What's a chuck key? It's a little twisty thing for tightening the chuck on a drill. Any idea where you lost it? I can't have gone too far. Cord on this thing has got stuck at the outlet and it's not long enough for me to drill anything that isn't in this neighborhood. I could help you look for it. Oh yeah? That'd be great. Like I said, it's gotta be nearby. Just wander around and I'm sure it'll turn up. There's a button on your map labeled Wander that will allow you to have a random encounter without going anywhere. You can also wander while looking at the map by pressing space. Try it now. Long before you actually turn the corner, you hear 2 Glocklins playing their high-pitched, plinky glockenspiels extremely loudly. By the time you actually get to them, well, you're not totally deaf, but you wish you were a bit. Geez, can you 2 tone it down? Ha! Tone it down, you say? What about if we tone it up? We it up tone. They start playing even louder. It's like if someone loaded a Tommy gun with pixie dust and then shot you through the ears. Give them a music lesson. Look, friends, you're going about this all wrong. Don't you know anything about modern music? What's important is the notes that you don't play. What? What mean you? The notes we play not? Play we not? I can see you have a lot to learn. You better start by practicing not playing any notes at all. Then once you get good at that, you can focus on learning which specific notes not to play. I see that this modern music is a tricky business. Goblins stare at their glockenspiels, carefully not playing them. As you leave, you hear one accidental plink followed by the urgent shushing and apologies. Ooh. IRS. Pinch his cheek and keep walking. Ah, Charles Chuck Key. Nice. Yeah, I found it. Ah, that's it. Thank you. Where'd you find it? Under a bush. Oh yeah, probably that bush I was drilling holes in the other day. Well now, what can I do for you? Say your name in the visitor's book at St. Polycarp's. Oh, sure. I do a little whittling to pass the time now and again, and sometimes I go to St. Polycarp's to look at their gargoyles and have one. He opens a desk drawer and tosses you a little wooden gargoyle on a leather cord. Gargoyle charm. A little wooden gargoyle on a leather strap, whittled by Charles Wallace. The base has the motto, "Keep on truckin'," carved into it. +1 spooky army. Oh, neat, thanks. Now, can this book of hymns... Nope, it's not cursed. It's just really, really spooky. And I guess the only other option is Dirch's house. You turn a street corner, Tin Lizzies, yeah, eavesdrop, lean in, give him a fight. Alright, let's go for another cola grenade. Or not. Rock. Rock. And saber. Alright, Gabby, I'm gonna need a heal from you. Alright. Now, the reason we're not getting 2 AP every turn is because while we do have 1 extra maximum AP, we don't have any extra AP regeneration. Okay, need some more healing spores. Okay, if we can take her out, then I'm not too concerned. Well, at least Turt got stronger. Why do all these rocks in the yard have creepy glyphs painted on them? Weird. This rock has a date painted on it. 11/10/82. Jot it down. This rock is steaming. Comfort it. You reassure the rock that everything is going to be okay, and it sloughs off some of its rage. Logistic resin. All the debunked theories of how fire works. This one is the one we've all agreed to pretend is true. Probably shouldn't just barge in. Knock. Oh, what was it? Selling these fine leather jackets? Don't want any. Municipal Census Bureau. Nobody here but me and these 4 urns. Urns? 5 urns. Go away. Milkman or milkwoman, got your milk? I ain't drinking that fat water. Get lost. Congratulations, you won a sweepstakes. Fan chance. Never won nothing. Didn't. Hello? Didn't enter no sweepstakes, no how. Scram. Maybe we should check out that date. Which means back to Plunkett Street, which means I probably should have gone to Dirch's house first, but oh well. Yeah, fight these guys. I'm not giving up meat, not this early in the game. 7, yeah. Such a shame that Gabby got some extra muscle earlier. Ooh, Glockenhosen, +1 physical armor. With the attached suspenders, these rugged woolen pants also protect 2 very narrow strips of your torso. And Birkenglocks. These are sandals made of birchwood with little glockenspiels where the soles should be. Improves the sound of your footsteps. Anyways, let's head on down to the Ocean City Watchful Eye. Oops. Here we are, November 10th, 1882. Let's see, the cover story for that date is the sinking of the Porquad, a whaling vessel that operated off the coast of Ocean City. The story says that the wreck had only one survivor, Captain Augustus Dirch. Despite his best efforts to go down with the ship, he was rescued and transported to shore by a friendly otter. Really starting to enjoy doing this kind of research. We got Newshound. You gain extra XP for learning new things from the newspaper archive. You got a nose for old news and you're always sniffing. It's simultaneously tragic and adorable. Let's see, nope, nothing new there. Alrighty then. Oh hey, some hobo code on the sidewalk. Translate it. Sandwich, April 18th, 1858. 1858. Flattened sandwich has been carefully concealed in the folder for that date. So that's what that code was talking about. Pressed ham panini. Nice. Okay, got 64 XP to work with. Let's get Stony Heart so we can get some extra XP from gathering stuff. After that, I might want to go for anatomy expertise just to get that +1 to melee weapon attacks. Alright, back to Dirch's house. Stop dead in your tracks when you see 3 of those weird fishmen lurking in the mouth of an alley up ahead. They're peering around with their glistening staring eyes and glurbling at each other quietly, until one of them notices you and its 2 companions start stalking towards you, making wet growling noises. Ah, jeez, what even are you guys? Glurb? Well, are you evil invaders, or are you natives that were displaced by an urban development, seeking to reclaim what's rightfully yours? Fishermen confer briefly. Evil? Oh, okay, thanks. As long as we're on the same page. Let's just shove past them. We don't want to fight and kill these guys. Trust me. Ain't got time for this malarkey. Get out of my way, chum. You shove past the fishermen, whose slimy hands can't find purchase to grab you and stride away. They glurble angrily at you, but either they're too startled to make any further issue of it, or they're trying to basically keep a low profile. Either way, you make it out of there unscathed, except for the fish slime. Phew. Alrighty then. Well, with that, I believe we have come to an end for this episode of Shadows Over Loathing. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload, and please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.